Therefore, I write these things, being absent, lest being present I should use sharpness, according to the power which is the Lord hath given me for edification, and not for destruction. Finally, brethren, farewell. Be perfect, be of good comfort, be of one mind. Live in peace, and the power of love and the peace shall be with you. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all honor and glory to our Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah Kadash. Abanawa Yahawah, Abanawa Yahawah, Kal Halayim La, Yahawah BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Tawada Yahawah. Thank you, dear Lord. Thank you for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders, the bishops, and the apostles of the great millstone, one who taught me this truth. Peace, salutation to the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom to all the sincere listeners out there listening to this gospel. Shalom. I want to thank the Most High Yahawah for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. This is inspired by a video I was watching earlier. And it was about, you see the title there, it says Trust the Science. Okay? I'm going to play this video and get into the lesson. Hopefully it's not too long, edifying and to the point. Stand by.
Listen to this. Joe Rogan just absolutely nailing it.
We want to be able to trust experts and
Right.
defer to scientific consensus, which isn't even really, shouldn't be a thing.
Well, not only that, it's not even scientific consensus. It's scientific consensus along people that are willing to accept the proposed narrative by these very corrupt organizations, that you could follow a very clear paper trail of money and influence that led them to these decisions. Like the lab leak hypothesis is one of the best examples of that, where there's literal emails, actual emails that show people thinking that it came from a lab, and then there is discussion with other people that don't think it came from the lab, and then there's money that gets exchanged, where they get these grants and they've changed their position. And it's very weird. And no one is discussing it in any mainstream source where they're saying, hey, we've got a real fucking problem with this, and this is the problem, this is how it happened. It takes independent journalists and people that are very brave that get censored, they get removed from YouTube, they get banned from Twitter, and these are the people that came out and had a problem with this. And a lot of them have rock solid credentials. A lot of them are established doctors and scientists, and they're saying, like, here's the problems and why aren't we addressing these problems? And these people are getting, these pejoratives labeled on them, like they're anti-vaxxers, they're conspiracy theorists, they're fools. And some people learned from it, and some people developed a new healthy sense of skepticism about public narratives, and other people are just, they have their heels dug in. Why don't you believe in science? Like, what science what are you talking about? Science is data. I don't believe in data. Are you looking at all the data? Because I bet you aren't. Let's discuss some of that data. And then when you see the panic on their face, when they're forced to discuss this data, and they're forced to discuss like these inconvenient realities.
Listen.
1 Timothy 4 verse 2. Speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. For the love of money is the root to all evil. Right? These people, they know that some of them know the truth. It says trust the science. What science? We know that these guys are spinning the narrative to suit their agenda. That's all it is. They're all liars. They keep lying about everything, and they lie to keep the narrative going and to also keep their story going. It's like, we know what they say. They say, trust the science. They say, trust the science. This is what they do. Job 13 verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. See, that's what the book of Job 13 verse 4 describes him as. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. See, all they do, speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. You know, these guys are evil, evil. I'm just going to get into the point here. This is the wicked. Psalms 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as they are born, speaking lies. Yes, all the manner of lies and all the wickedness that they're going to come just to push a narrative. I got to speak a certain way because I don't want these devils clip my page. Yes, they're been shadow banning some of my stuff and suppressing the viewership and whatnot. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Can't stop the truth. Even if one person hears this and run with it, it's all. It says the heavens rejoices when one sinner repents. This is the truth. This is the true gospel. Let's go now to the book of let's go to the book of Daniel, the 8th chapter, verse 25. This is speaking on to Antiochus Epiphanes in the time of the Maccabees, but this can apply to now. And though his policy also he shall cause the craft to prosper in his hand. Yes, with all the riches they all got, all the investments they got off of the serpent juice. Yes, all the deception, having everyone forced to change their whole lifestyle. Oh, do the right thing, be a good neighbor, was all lies. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Isn't that what happened? A lot of people were deleted, right? He shall also stand up against the prince and the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Yes, their enterprise won't succeed. The Lord is going to cast them down. Yes, it's all the end is already declared from the beginning. You know, they know what they're doing, but it's wickedness, right? Let's go now to the book of Micah 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. All these guys behind their private forums, their private meetings, discussing all this wickedness, how to control the people, how to deceive the people, how to delete the people, how to do all the madness. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, you see, in the daytime, so they practice it in front of the media. They give all these press conferences, breaking news, all these things. They practice it. Why? Because it's in the power of their hand. It said to Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. This is why they do these things, right? Now let's gotta go to a quick little article here from the Hal Turner. Just gonna put it here. You just pay attention to what it is from the Hal Turner radio show. This is about the Center of Disease Control. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers that are there to the left. 120,000. 120,000. This should have been breaking news all over the mainstream. Look at that. I didn't know how to read this, to be quite honest with you, because it is, man, it's a direct blow to all the narrative that they were pushing, right? But now look what's happening. Silence. See? Silence. Look at that. Man, just read the first paragraph, right? On June 17th, 2022, right? Can't even call these things out. But, you know, man, turns out it deleted a lot of them, right? Serpent juice. People are quiet about this, right? I remember having many conversations with people about these things, but they laugh, they mock, they ignore, they scoff. Because these guys always tell on themselves, right? They always find a way to release the truth in the end. They always speak lies, but they find a way to tell on themselves. I'll just bear with me for 1 second here. Let me just let me see. All right, let's go to the book of Psalms. Psalms 64, starting at verse 1. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life and fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Who is the secret counsel of the wicked? Yes, the so-called people who are ruling this world behind in darkness. Okay? And from the insurrections of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bent their bows to shoot the arrows, even bitter words. They may shoot in secret at the perfect, and suddenly they do shoot at him and fear not. Who are the perfect? The Israelites are the perfect, right? Verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune on laying snares privily. What are snares? All the traps, right? They're setting for us. They say, who shall see them? Right? It's all sneakiness. All the stuff that happened even up to last year, from going back to like the Ohio train derailment. All these, just recently I read a report, all these cows, thousands and thousands, because of some explosion in the plant. Yeah, okay. Man, these people are wicked. You know, all the stuff that they're doing is that it's pure wickedness, right? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search because they have all the money, they have all the brains to do all the think tanks out there in the world. They accomplish a diligent search, both inward thought of every one of them, and their heart is deep. Yes, they don't leave no stone unturned. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. See? So they shall make their own town fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away. Man, yes, Yahweh's gonna take these wicked demons down. You know, that's what's gonna happen. But yes, they always telling on their own selves, right? So shall they make their own town fall upon themselves. And this is all the stuff that's coming out right now, telling on themselves. Yeah, so it's just pure wickedness. I can't even read that article, to be honest with you, because you know what it is, but you get the point. Screenshot it, read the article, right? Now let's go now to the next precept here. These guys are evil, man. Ecclesiasticus, which is also Sirach 12 verse 10, says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. All the time he come to you and peace, peace, peace. No. There's no peace, peace, peace. It's just wickedness, because he have deceit in his heart, right? And thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Yes, doesn't matter how he comes to you. Oh, do the right thing, do this. It's also wickedness in his heart, right? Always the same nonsense, same rhetoric, same story. Psalms 55 verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Right? Come to you in a nice way. Hey, speaking to you very nicely, but he has war in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet yet were they drawn swords, right? So this is always deception in their hearts. Nothing good about this. These are the same devils that told us a few years ago, oh, trust the science, do the right thing, trust the science. Here's what the Bible says about the science, right? O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust. This is 1 Timothy 6 verse 20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, right? This is the word, the truth. Avoid profane and vain babblings. Don't get into all these silly arguments with people. If they want to believe a certain thing, they can believe whatever they want to believe, but this is the truth. Avoid profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called, right? This is what they're telling you, is trust the science. They're manipulating the numbers to shoot their narrative. So, right, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust. Avoid profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called, right? So they're gonna look at what Joe Rogan has said. They're showing you one side of the data, and you're supposed to gobble that up, right? And then now they're coming back for round two with this nonsense. There's gonna be round two with this whole serpent juice thing again, right? But it's gonna be worse than the first time, because this might just be it, right? It is gonna be very difficult for many people, right? That's why all the scriptures lead towards it, right? Woe to the inhabitants on the earth, rejoice. Revelation 12:12, rejoice ye heavens. Woe to the inhabitants upon the earth, right? Because the devil he knows, but he have a short time, roughly paraphrasing, right? Actually, you know what? Let me just bring it up really quick, because I have to do justice, right? Revelation 12:12. I was just roughly paraphrasing, but just bring it up. Revelation 12:12. Says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens. Right? The heavens are the Israelites, the kingdom. Right? Rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. That's all the heathen nations, everybody else. And of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Right? He's gonna come with all the MO to the TB, the serpent juice again, round 2. All the stuff is gonna be coming up because he knows why. Because he knows that he have a short time. If you look on some of these groups, they have a 2030 agenda, right? So they know they have a short time to fulfill whatever NWO they want to fulfill, but the Lord's going to disappoint them, right? It's all in the scriptures. You just have to have the faith and the patience, right? So they know what they're coming down with. Is this wickedness? See, Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. That's the Israelites, the elect of Israel. Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. All the wicked deeds that they're doing, the Lord and the angels are keeping report. He doesn't forget, right? So, but it says, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. You know, let's go now to the book of give me John 8:44. This is back then was applying to the wicked Israelites, but this is applying to these guys today, right? John 8:44. Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. These guys won't stop short for the money. They'll do anything for that money. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. Man, speaking of the wicked, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Yeah, this who does it apply to today, right? These are the so-called rulers of this earth. They're just nothing but liars, right? Can't trust them. Now let's go now to the book of Isaiah 29. Let's start with verse 18. And in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, of this book right now, the engrafted word, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness. The meek shall also increase in their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. Who are the poor? The Israelites. And this is the point. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off. They will be destroyed. That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. See, so when we're coming up here and we're telling you these things are going to happen, we're telling you who the wicked is, we're telling you what these guys are doing behind the scenes, we become the offender for the word. We're just preaching from the Holy Bible. This is not my personal words. I'm reading from the Bible, right? That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just. Who's the just, right? The Israelites, the elect, for a thing of naught. This is what they want to do. Keep coming up against the men of the Lord that are speaking bold in righteousness. Anyhow, like I said, didn't want to make this lesson too long. I hope you got something from this. Until the next time, Shalom, Israel. Shalom.